Napoli are the champions, not a surprise, with 82 points. They are the champions of Italy, aka I Campioni D'Italia. I Campioni D'Italia's Camacho of 82, and Napoli won the Scudetto with 82 points for the season. They won 24 games for the season in the Serie A. It is Conte that is Gematria of 24. Napoli won the Scudetto with 24 wins. Ever since the death of Diego Maradona, they're actually... so Napoli won 2 Scudettos in the past 3 seasons for their 4th Scudetto overall. That is a 24 sequence. Conte is off to Juventus after winning the Scudetto for the 24th Serie A win of Napoli's season. Juventus is 24. It is Inter that also finished with 24 wins. It is PSG. They're going to become the 24th team to win the Champions League. PSG FC's Camacho 51. And Inter did score their second goal in the 51st minute against Como. PSG is Camacho 42. Now Inter lose the Champions League final against PSG. Napoli win the match 2-0 against Cagliari. And the goal was scored in the 42nd minute by Scott McTominay. PSG is who Inter are going to lose against in the final. Cagliari's Camacho 42. McTominay did score in the 42nd minute against Cagliari. In other words, after 41 prior minutes, McTominay's Camacho 41. Napoli won the Scudetto for a total of 41 matches in the season. So Conte is off to Juventus. Napoli scored 59 goals in the season, and Conte is going to succeed Igor Tudor after the FIFA Club World Cup. It is Igor, that's Camacho 59 and 31, and Juventus qualify for the Champions League against Venezia. Venezia is Camacho of, or I thought it equaled. Now, Venezia's Camacho of 82. Juventus are going to qualify for the Champions League against Venezia. And then they're going to bring in Conte, who won the Scudetto with 82 points, to become the champions of Italy, I Campioni D'Italia. So Conte is heading back home to Juventus. Juventus with their 23rd win of the season to qualify for the Champions League. Finishing with 23 wins, Igor Tudor leads Juventus back to the Champions League. Igor Tudor is Camacho of Cagliari's last Scudetto 55 years ago. Igor Tudor 55 is also Camacho of Antonio Conte. That is who he is going to succeed in the campionato. I nailed all the goal predictions. First goal of the season, first goal of the match for Scott McTominay for Napoli's 58th goal of the season. It's Scott, that's Camacho 58. And then Lukaku did score his 14th goal to ice the Scudetto, to seal the deal against Cagliari. Napoli finished with 32 goal differential. It is Ligue 1 that's going to win their first Champions League title in 32 years at Munich. Munich is 32. Napoli with 27 goals allowed to win the Scudetto, and then Paris is going to win a Champions League. Napoli win the Scudetto 2 times in the last 5 seasons since the death of Diego Maradona. Diego's Camacho of 95. Notice how Inter finished with 9 draws and 5 losses. I really did think they would finish with 60 points because Cagliari's Camacho is 60, and also 60 is Camacho Diego Maradona. Okay, he died at 60 years of age. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about. Diego's Camacho 23. Napoli won the Scudetto 2 times in the past 3 seasons. Just over 53 months later, Napoli win another championship since the death of Diego Maradona. Technically 54 months after the death of Diego Maradona. Inter, with 53 goals allowed for the season, are going to allow 3 goals in the final against PSG for their 56th loss in the Champions League. Less Parisians is Camacho 56. Les Parisians is also Camacho. Their 79 their 79 goals for the season. It's champion. That's Camacho 79. And now it's official. Now Inzaghi's going to lose his 35th match with Inter in the Champions League final. They allowed 35 goals. Now 35th loss in the Champions League final against Ousmane Dembele. Dembele in reverse is 35. Let's see, we had the death of the Pope. Jorge Bergoglio is also Camacho of 82. Napoli win the Scudetto after the death of the Pope. The sky blue, the heavenly color when we think about it. Pope is Camacho 34. Inter fought a 3-4 in the final. La Papa is Gematria of 34. That would be Gematria of the Pope. Papa by itself is Gematria of 34. Now the death of the Pope, is, as the first Jesuit Pope passed away, is going to be a tribute to, obviously, PSG winning the Champions League, because the Jesuit order was established at Paris, France. So after the death of the first Jesuit Pope, it is PSG. They're going to win the Champions League. Inter to bottle all 3 competitions. And now in the Champions League, Inter 3 draws, 2 losses, 32 is Gematria of Munich, Gematria 32. So in the Champions League campaign, Inter finished with 3 draws and 2 losses as Ligue 1 wins their first title in 32 years. Enrique to win the Champions League. Enrique's 37. Inter finished with 37 wins for the season. Luis Enrique is 60, and Inter finished with 60 goal differential, losing against PSG in the final. Of course, we'll talk more about PSG right after the conclusion of the Coupe de France, which will see PSG have no problems winning a 3rd trophy for the season. They're going to go for not only the treble, but the quadruple